Hello, interwebs, and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations 2. My name's SkiniMini.
And I'm Pharaoh.
Last episode...
What?
Sorry, I had an email. I gotta turn off my... Hold on. I gotta turn off my notifications. Burgers! Hello, interwebs, and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations 2. My name is SkiniMini.
And I'm Pharaoh.
Last episode... we took down, Blaise. Yes, we finally got him, and apparently, Kay's fate was already decided, unfortunately. So we pretty much were like, okay, well, we can't do that, and so now we're at our hearing, and we're about to actually show that this was actually fixed, that this is not true. So we're gonna try and bring out the truth by, listening to the PIC's testimony, and reviewing that and hopefully combating them. So we got, what evidence did we get? Oh, was it all the evidence we got last time?
I believe so.
Okay, so they took that away from us. So we got the red raincoat, the meeting room blood, the costume trunk, the blood on the hidden lift, Lotta's photo, masks, stuffed animal, Lotta's testimony, conductor's clothes, and the letter. And the keycard record, which we probably won't use. Alright, here we go. Summary of the case. Miss Crane went to the black market auction as a customer. The red raincoat was one of the items up for auction. We believe that she left her seat after winning the bid for it. The only exit from the storeroom is the hatch that leads to the viewing platform. Miss Crane went out to the viewing platform where she was attacked by Kay Faraday. That was how she met her end, and that concludes my summary of the case. I think since it's just them two for now, you could read for Edgeworth.
Okay. The red raincoat was up for auction. Is that a fact?
It is quite likely. The red raincoat had been a piece of evidence in the assassination attempt of the president of Zhengfa, as you well know. Originally, it should have been stored in an appropriate place. But when I asked about it, I learned that it went missing.
And it somehow made its way to the black market auction. Certainly a natural conclusion. My, well done, Courtney. Your explanation is as clear as ever.
I am much obliged. Prosecutor Edgeworth, will you concede defeat now?
Oh god, excuse me. Sorry, but I don't plan on it.
I see. I am relieved.
Relieved? What does she mean? Come to think of it, her reason for questioning me yesterday remains a mystery.
Oh, is she catching feelings?
Just what is she thinking?
It's like Courtney knows, but she can't really, I can't say anything about it.
I get what you're saying and get what you're coming at. I don't know. It is kind of odd to see how she's kind of being mysterious about all this.
She's conflicted. Right. Summary of the case. So she went to as a customer. The red raincoat was on the items up for auction. We believe that she left her seat after winning the bid for it. Interesting. I just want to know why she put it on. That's like a weird... Hey, I won this jacket. Let me put it on.
I mean, I can kind of see that being logical, though. It's like, hey...
That's true, yeah. I'd wash it first, because really, you don't know what would be in there.
That's true. Guys, if you guys are buying... Anytime you buy clothes anywhere, wash the dang things first. You know how many people touch that?
The only exit from the storeroom is the hatch that leads to the viewing platform. No, there's not. From the storeroom? Because there's that... Is she talking about the viewing platform at the very top of the building, or is she talking about the elevator?
I think she's talking about the actual hatch leading to the roof.
Okay, because that's not the only exit. Because there's the... Oh. Okay, I want to press on that then.
Yeah,
press on the only exit, yeah.
It's a little weird when I say exit. It's like,
Yeah.
The victim was a PIC member. Couldn't she have also just left from the meeting room?
If she had done so during the auction, then its existence would have been revealed to the public.
Sorry, we are to get... Oh, God.
That's okay.
Since Miss Hart knew about it, it seems that the cat is already out of the bag.
The customers were required to enter and exit from the hatch. Miss Crane was simply following protocol. Considering where the murder took place, she must have tried to leave through there. Miss Crane went out to the viewing platform where she was attacked by Kay Faraday. I want to press on that.
Hold it!
Why would Kay do such a thing?
We intend to question her about that later.
Later? That seems to be your favorite time for interrogations.
If the culprit was aware that the customers were required to exit from the hatch, it would have been easy to lie in wait for an ambush. Miss Crane was attacked when she was leaving the hatch. That was how she met her end, and that's pretty much summary of the case. I went forward.
I'll do the same. The victim encountered the culprit on top of the roof, and the crime occurred there. According to her reasoning, the murder took place at a viewing platform. But was that really the case? Some piece of evidence must have a whole story behind it. I should try looking again.
So we gotta present evidence. And I think it's the, where is it? Can I pass it? I think it's the blood on the hidden lift, because that's where we found the blood, and we assumed that's where the murder took place. So, I want to go to, I guess the last statement? Or is it the one before that? Miss Crane went out to the viewing platform where she was attacked by Kay Faraday.
Well, can we prove that it was even her that went out to the viewing platform?
Well, the picture, I mean, they said that that's what she bought. I mean, Lotta's picture says that.
Well, this is a photo of someone in a red raincoat.
I gotta start reading these descriptions. I always forget. Someone in a red raincoat. Okay.
So that actually might kind of fit in. Like, it says Miss Crane went to the viewing platform, but it's like, not according to this photo. We just have somebody went there. We don't know it was her.
That's true. So, I guess I present the photo. Miss Crane went out to the viewing platform.
I think so.
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
Objection!
Yes, that worked. Cause that does make sense. Cause we never said it was her. She may have bought it, but we don't know if she was the one who actually put it on.
I mean, especially that photo, it didn't have a frontal image, so it's like, don't know.
And just because it had blood on it didn't mean anything.
Mm-hmm. Judge Courtney, I have found it to be strange for a while now. Why is Miss Hart here with us?
She is an eyewitness to this case. Isn't it only natural for her to be in attendance? Oh, shucks. I reckon I'm more of an ear witness than an eyewitness.
It seems like gaining the trust of others isn't your strong point, Judge Courtney.
Perhaps I simply do not wish to be as tactless as you.
It appears you have failed to get the witness to tell you the most vital information. Please look at this photo. This was taken by Miss Hart.
This photo seems to have been taken in the storeroom. And what of it?
According to your reasoning, the incident took place on the viewing platform. However, Miss Hart encountered the incident in the storeroom. That's right, and it had taken place just before this photo was taken. Wait! If that's true, then Justine's reasoning... Exactly. It does not hold up. What? Miss Hart, allow me to ask you again. You saw the person in the photo with your own eyes, correct?
I sure did. I seen him plain as day with my own 2 eyes.
And what did you think at the time?
I figured I was about to get me a big scoop, you know?
I guess that makes sense. That's not what I meant. What do you think of that person?
Well, I reckon she'd help me bring home the bacon.
Are you mocking me?
Oh, shucks, don't make that scary old face. It was just a harmless little joke. The person in the red raincoat? I reckon they were the culprit.
I hope you understand now. The crime that occurred, okay.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I cannot understand your argument if you do not say it out loud. If you had simply asked, I would have been more than willing to explain.
Explain what?
The sound Miss Hart heard may not necessarily be related to the case.
That's impossible! Enough of your excuses!
Was that voice that Miss Hart heard really the voice of Miss Crane? Such a shady conversation must have had something to do with this case. What did her voice sound like? Her voice? Well, beats me. How was I supposed to know that? They were both using voice changers. Yes, the voices Miss Hart heard have been altered by a device. We must therefore question whether or not they have any bearing on this case. You need not object just because you wish to sigh.
Judge Courtney, it seems I have greatly overestimated you. No. Courtney is quite amazing, you see. You claim that the sounds that Miss Hart heard have no bearing on this case. Even if they do not, it doesn't change the fact that the crime took place in the storeroom. At the very least, the crime must have occurred before the victim went up to the rooftop. The reason being, this evidence proves a crime occurred before the victim went up to the viewing platform.
Oh, the blood in her hand. Look at it. I didn't notice that.
Same here, that's weird.
Blood!
At first, I thought the person in the red raincoat was a culprit. Well, Miss Hart's testimony certainly made it sound that way. That was Kay, sorry.
Oh, that's alright.
Okay. Precisely. It was because she saw that the person's hand was covered in blood. Anyone who had heard her testimony would have arrived at the same conclusion. The person in the red raincoat was the culprit, and the blood on their hand was the victim's. However, if the person in the red raincoat was the victim, then the situation changes completely. Since blood can be seen in this photo, it must have been taken after the crime had occurred. It seems we've been under the wrong impression in regards to the victim's condition. This photo shows the true condition of the victim. The victim...
I say the victim was still alive after the attack. If that's the case.
Let's try it out and see what happens.
Do it.
The victim was definitely attacked in the storeroom. Immediately afterward, the victim was then seen with blood on her hand. That must mean the victim was still alive even after she was attacked. The blood on her hand must have come from her own wound. No way! Are you saying that she died from a hand injury?
No, you idiot.
No, dear God, that's not the case. I suspect she just held her hand against the wound. It can't be seen in the photo, but at this moment, she must have already suffered a fatal wound. Ho ho ho! If that's true, then it changes a lot of things, you know. It seems you understand. This refutes the allegations against Kay. Kay encountered the victim after this picture was taken. I believe at that point in time, the victim was already on the verge of death. It's unlikely Kay just happened to be present when the victim reached the end of her strength.
That is quite the coincidence.
Indeed. I can only say that she was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, it seems you have forgotten a crucial fact.
Ah, you mean that, right? He must be pretending that he hasn't noticed it, you see. What did you say? Are you implying that I forgot something? Courtney, I think it's about time you gave him his last rites. Hey, Pops! Justine's with me, you know! Don't order her around like that! You know, even though you're my son, you're so embarrassing. I'm not embarrassing! I'm sorry, but you're both rather embarrassing.
True that.
Justine, give Mr. Edgeworth his,
Very well. I shall give him his last rites. Oh, again? Okay. What? Oh, it's not even halfway done? Alright. Edgeworth's contradiction. When the body was found, there were 3 wounds in Miss Crane's chest. I'm sure you're well aware that what kind of wounds they were. Yes, she was stabbed in the heart with a 3-pronged candelabra. Is there any person who could survive such an injury? Please take a close look at the autopsy report. Can you still say the same thing after reading it?
Well done, Justine! With this, Mr. Edgeworth I will offer a rebuttal, of course. Why would you do that? Did you hear what Justine just said? Of course I did. And I still plan to object to it. It's not fair! You're always opposing me at every turn! It was never my intention to oppose you. What? Huh? Really? It's simply not worth my time. I see! So that's how it is. Yep. After all, That's enough, you know. You're embarrassing your father, you see. Huh? What do you mean, Pops?
I just realized he has the same jacket as his dad.
I did not realize that myself. I gotta pay more attention to this stuff.
I was like, oh. Edgeworth's contradiction. Okay. So when the body was found, there was 3... Oh, she said look at the autopsy report. I'm gonna look at that real quick. Oh, wait, where is it?
Okay. The body itself. Okay.
The victim's body was discovered in the PSC meeting room. The estimated time it took was sometime midnight. The cause of death was a stab wound to the left chest with a candelabra. Head wound was post-mortem. Burn mark on victim's hand. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so there's a head wound and there's a burn mark.
Huh. Okay.
So I'm sure you're well aware of what kind of wounds these were, right? Yes. She was stabbed in the heart with a 3-pronged candelabra. Is there any person who could survive such an injury? Please take a close look at the autopsy report. Can you still say the same thing after reading it? Yeah, I kind of want to present the autopsy here because she mentions it, and then it's like, well, or if I should present it, she was stabbed at the heart with a 3-pronged candelabra.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, we'll take a look at the autopsy report again. And it's like she did get stabbed in that area, and I mean, you would assume that it pierced the heart. I mean, that's 3 gaping holes right there on the left side, right there.
Yeah.
What I'm wondering right now is we're still kind of trying to nail down when and where this murder occurred, right?
Right.
There's an idea I have. I'm not really sure how to phrase it.
But if there's... Alright, we're back. I had brain fart.
And it's stinky.
Ew.
Yeah.
It's a red raincoat because if she was stabbed, she was stabbed, but how come if she was wearing the raincoat while she was stabbed, how come there's not 3 holes in the raincoat itself? So let's present that here. Edgeworth, you get it.
Chapman the Best, do you know what this is? It seems to be a red raincoat. How about it, Courtney?
The victim, Miss Crane, was wearing this earlier. Prosecutor Edgeworth, must I repeat my explanation to you all over again?
I suppose it just might come to that. Judge Courtney, answer me this. This red raincoat was stained with blood. Do you happen to remember where specifically those bloodstains were located?
Of course I do. They were on the hood. Oh, wait. It can't be.
What does this mean? Judge Courtney, were there any other bloodstains besides the one on the hood?
None were detected.
Don't you think it's strange? The victim died from a stab wound to the chest. In that case, there should have been bloodstains on the front of the raincoat. However, the only blood they found was on the hood.
Oh yeah, and that too.
I'm surprised why they didn't even mention the holes, but okay. There's a huge contradiction. The wound on the victim's head is no ordinary wound. After all, the victim sustained this wound before she was stabbed in the chest.
It does appear that way, doesn't it? The victim first suffered the head wound. If she had already been stabbed in the chest, the raincoat would have been stained with blood. Therefore, it is unthinkable that her chest was stabbed before she suffered the head wound. So the order of the wound should be first the head, followed by the chest. However, does that really change the situation?
With this, a contradiction is born, when it overturns all of our assumptions up until now.
Is the change really that great? I look forward to hearing it. Well then, this contradiction, why don't you show it to me? With evidence.
Which piece of evidence shows the contradiction that arises from the order of the wounds?
Oh, isn't it all the blood everywhere?
In terms of what?
Excuse me, the meeting room blood. Because I mean, if she was hit first and then stabbed, and then once the candelabra got taken out, all the blood spilled out.
Well, yeah. Pool of blood found in the meeting room, was it left behind to hide the storeroom's existence? Now, see, the thing is, was it there, or did it drip down, things like that? Like, I'm so iffy about this blood, per se. What shows the contradiction that arises from the order of the wounds? The order.
So before we thought it was the candelabra, then head. But now we're saying it's the head. Now she's saying it's the head and then the candelabra.
Oh, okay. Why did we think the head was later?
Why did we think the head was later?
It's something you mentioned earlier.
Oh god, what did I say? What was I saying earlier?
In a matter of, like, you were reviewing evidence.
It wasn't the photo. What was it? It was the autopsy report.
Now, why would you say that?
Because the cause of death was stab wounds to the left chest with the candelabra. The head wound was post-mortem. So it can't be the other way around.
Do you see? But the thing is like, if we're saying that it was the head first, then the blood, why the hell does the autopsy report say post-mortem?
Exactly. So it's like, did you fudge this autopsy report too?
So?
Take that! Take that!
This is the autopsy report written by Dr. Young. According to this, the head wound was post-mortem.
But that's not what the raincoat shows.
Exactly. It's the exact opposite.
Oh! Bailiff, hurry and summon Dr. Bonnie Young at once. Until we hear what she has to say, we cannot close the curtains on this case.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Understood.
Dr. Young is a busy person. It will take some time for her to arrive. In the meantime, let us try viewing this case from another angle. There's something that's been on my mind. One of the key figures in this case. The conductor. We still don't know who that person is.
Well, now you mention it, even after our investigation, we still have no idea who it is.
The conductor has come up time and time again during this hearing. However, at this point in time, their identity remains a mystery. How about, do you have any ideas?
I'm still not sure at the moment. However,
I do!
There's someone I have in mind. A certain individual involved with this case who might know something about it. Who's that? Blaise the Best. I demand your testimony.
I knew it.
What? Don't say such a stupid thing. Why would you suspect Pops?
Are you trying to cast suspicion towards the chairman of the PIC? Do you understand what that means?
Status and prestige mean nothing before the truth. That man is trying to pin the crime on Kay. The evidence that was in Kay's possession, the ticket stub, the mask, the corsage, these items did not come into her possession out of her own volition. By some method, that man purposefully planted them on her personage.
It is hard to believe such a sudden accusation, but I'll ask just in case. Haha! Why would he do that?
Obviously, to direct suspicion towards Kay. I succeeded in drawing out those words from him earlier.
Mr. Chairman, your response?
Are you too shocked to speak? And what of it? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, what of it? You say that you drew out some words from me, but you don't have a shred of proof, you know. No one else heard it but you. It just doesn't work like that, you see? Or do you have something else? You know, some kind of basis for your argument? This confidence. He also showed it at the cell.
Wait, wasn't it recorded? Isn't there a camera in the cell?
I'm not sure in the cell.
Or in front of the... sorry. Prosecutor Edgeworth, I would like you to explain once more. I trust we have your permission, Mr. Chairman.
But of course. I'm pretty interested in this matter myself, you know. I'd like to know just how what part of me seems criminal to Edgeworth. There's no one as honest as I am, you see.
Oh, crap.
How can you say that with such a straight face? Let's start from the top. The fact that the auction was held in this room is a cause for suspicion. This is the PIC meeting room. I imagine it would be difficult for non-members to enter. That's why all the members have key cards, you know. I think we can assume that multiple auctions have been held here before. Therefore, suspecting a member of the PIC would be... the best! Yes, because the conductor had to have been a PIC member. Wait, no! What was that? What was that all about? What do I do, Pops? I just helped the enemy. Sebastian, you really is an idiot, you know. But you see, Edgeworth, I'm not the only one with access, you know.
Indeed, there are 11 members of the PIC. Even if we rule out the victim, Miss Crane, there are still 10 potential suspects.
Wait.
It's not me!
But it could have been the chairman, right?
I don't know who it is, but whoever it is, this should just come forward.
Yes.
If he's about to accuse Courtney, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Yes, everyone, just calm down, you know. Edgeworth, is that all you got? Where's the evidence to suspect me? Oh? So you've fallen silent? Well, you've gone too far, you see. I won't forgive you anymore. It's too late for regrets, you know. I'm a very important man, you see. Former Chief Prosecutor and Chairman of the PIC. Ugh. It's fine if you're not prepared to face the fire, you know. 'Cause you see... Either way, it won't make any difference.
Oh, that's creepy. 'Cause I'm gonna bully you. Of course. Okay, so that'll do it for this episode. I'm so sick of looking at his face. Oh, my God. I have theories floating around in my head, but we'll see. We will freaking see. So thank you guys so very much for watching, and if no one's told you that they love you today, we do.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.